Hey there, this is Tracy Kirkley with Cry-Like Realtors, and I am pleased today to have with me Bill Beeson with Desoto Chimney Service, and we are going to talk about, imagine this, fireplaces and chimneys. Hey, I know that's surprising to you. All right, wood-burning fireplaces. We don't have them, well, they're here, obviously, but a lot of people have converted those to gas fireplaces. However, there are a lot of folks out there, and my house is one of those. Our house has a gas starter, but we have wood-burning fireplace. So, and we love it. We like the smell of that.
Yes.
We like the feel of it. You know, it's just a whole different system, though. So, what as a homeowner, what needs to happen, maybe on an annual basis, or what do we need to know about wood-burning fireplaces?
So it depends on how much wood you're going to be burning. If you're burning 1.5 cords to 2 cords of wood, of good dry wood, meaning the moisture content in the wood is around 20%. You pick up a log and it's light, that's pretty much seasoned wood. You pick up a log the same size, but it's heavy, that means it's green wood and it hadn't been seasoned out. Seasoned out wood, once you cut a tree down and you start splitting it up, it takes 8 to 9 months to dry that wood out. So again, green wood you can't get it started right off the bat. It takes a long time, but it's going to produce a lot of smoke. The more your wood smokes, the more creosote you're putting in your chimney. The more creosote you put in your chimney, the more acceptable you are to a fire over a long period of time if you're not cleaning the flue out.
Okay, so you're saying if the creosote builds up in there, what can happen is that catch fire, and then you got fire shooting out of the top of your chimney.
That's right.
I've seen that happen before. That's a scary thing to see a fireplace just go whoosh, and then it just shoot out the top. So we don't want that to happen. So should every year then? I mean, if they're using their fireplace every year, they should have it checked out or cleaned. And
yeah, I would say every year, just for a maintenance standpoint of it, because if you're not familiar with a fireplace or anything like that, and you're just putting wood in there, you know, throughout the year, if your cap up top, squirrels and raccoons especially, sometimes they can get in down in your flue. And if they do that, they're going to build a nest, and they'll bring in pretty good sized sticks.
Okay.
And so you want to make sure that your flue's clear and cleaned, and just no water issues.
Okay.
Too.
So with regard to the cleaning, we've talked before about this, and it seems to me that maybe doing that after the season, you know, after your burning season, is a good time to do that, as opposed to, I mean, you can do it before the burning season as well.
Yes.
But what are some pros of doing it like after the burning season, maybe early spring when you're finished burning all your wood? What are some of the pros of doing it then?
Well, you know, wood, it always has a smell associated when you burn it, so that burn's going to get etched into your brick and into your flue. Cleaning your flue out in the springtime will help alleviate about 85% of that smell.
Okay.
It's not going to get rid of it all,
Right,
but it'll
right.
help. It just gets the fireplace cleaned out, your firebox cleaned out for your summer months, so you don't have to look at the ash and all that, and just you got a nice clean fireplace throughout the summer months.
Okay, great. With regard to chimneys, you mentioned, as we were talking earlier, about water and keeping water out and that sort of thing, and we've talked about squirrels and raccoons, birds,
trees,
yeah, different things, different animals that can get down in the chimney. What are some things that a homeowner can do to make sure that doesn't happen, or at least minimize the chance of that?
Well, your maintenance on the exterior part of your chimney, at the very top, if it's a masonry fireplace, you're going to have a ceramic flue sticking out, and on that flue you need to put a cap on it.
Okay.
Most flues are either 17 by 18 or 13 by 13 in size. You can pick them up at Home Depot,
Okay.
or at Lowe's, but you have to climb a ladder, put it on. But
that's something you can do also, right?
Yes, yeah.
I'm not climbing on my roof.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where you start. Make sure you got a cap. Then you go down. You've got a mortar bed. It's called your crown.
Mm-hmm.
That mortar bed over years is subject to the wind, rain, ice, and everything, and it's mortar. It will crack. Once it cracks on you, it's acceptable of water intrusion.
Okay.
You can get water coming down your flue. What water does to a chimney over a long period of time, it develops calcium on your mortar joints.
Okay.
It's a white, chalky looking substance. If you see that, what that calcium is going to do, it's going to eat the lime out of the mortar.
Okay.
And once it does that, it's going to break that mortar back down to sand, because all mortars have sand in it.
Right.
And then you're going to start getting loose bricks in your firebox.
And that's not good.
That's not good. You're going to have, that's a very expensive repair to rebuild your firebox.
Okay. So making sure that we're not getting that water intrusion. So how often should they have somebody, or I guess if they're having the chimney cleaned out, yearly or every couple of years anyway, that's something that a chimney sweep looks at. They look at that mortar bed up
We
at the
do
top.
a 19-point inspection on your chimney to check your mortar joints between your bricks, check your bricks for spalding. Now, spalding is the face of the brick busted off.
Okay.
Now, what's causing that is in the wintertime when it's raining,
Mm-hmm.
the temperatures haven't gotten cold enough, but as nighttime falls and the temperature drops below 32 degrees freezing, if that water is pulled in on those bricks and it freezes up, it's going to expand, it's going to bust the face of those bricks off.
I've seen that happen
And
on
it's ugly.
houses before. Yeah.
It's really ugly. So you don't have that protective barrier there. So then you're going to have to silicone spray the chimney to put a barrier back in there
Okay.
to keep it from pulling in water. Some chimneys it comes down and it widens out at the base.
Mm-hmm.
That right there, stair step down, is called your shoulder. You don't want flat spots right there.
Okay.
You want to have it rounded off with mortar, so water has no place
Can
to
come off.
sit.
Okay. That makes sense.
You're trying to get water off these chimneys as fast as you can.
Okay. And then what about like the flashing? Is that something that you guys look at as well?
We'll look at the flashing, but that's going to require a roofer.
Roof, right?
Because if it's messed up, in really bad condition, that's pulled away from the chimney and stuff like that, they're going to have to pull the shingles up and stuff like that. So
roofer would make that repair, but that is something that you can look at while you're up there.
Let the homeowner know that's a potential for water leakage.
Okay.
And most time you'll see it right up above in your ceiling where your fireplace is.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that leak.
Yep.
Right there, and that is your flashing.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a lot of great information. Any other with regard to wood burning fireplaces? Anything else that we need to know or a homeowner might need to know?
Just don't build your fires too big.
Okay.
That's number one. Always open up your damper before you use it. In the wintertime, when you get home from work or whatever the case may be, and it's 20 degrees outside, open your damper up. Get you a Duraflame log or some fat wood or something to start a small fire in there. Duraflame logs don't smoke a lot.
Okay.
What we're trying to do, as soon as you open up that damper, you're going to feel a rush of cold air
Right.
coming down.
Right.
If you build a fire too soon in that smoke, cold air is heavy air. Heavy air is going to push down on that smoke. It's going to come back into the room.
Okay.
So you need to pre-warm that flue up by a small fire, or if you got a log lighter, because you got gas running to it that lights your wood for you.
Yeah.
Start that before you put any wood on that grate. For about 10 minutes, get that heat going up that flue, because you've got to reverse that cold air.
Okay.
It's going to help with your draw. It's going to immediately start drawing once you start warming it up. Put your wood in there, catches on fire, that smoke's getting sucked up, and make sure that wood is back close to that back wall as you can, because
Okay.
a lot of chimneys are curved like that, and you want that smoke that's going to roll. like that, it's gonna get sucked out of that from your damper. It's gonna get sucked out. So
Okay.
That way you know nothing's wrong with your fireplace, because if it starts getting smoke in there, you're thinking it's stopped up or something
Right,
like
right.
that. It's just you didn't pre-warm up your flue.
For me, guys, that was worth the price of admission right there. That was not something I had ever heard before, as far as pre-warming your fireplace if it's really cold outside and you haven't been using it. You hadn't used it that day. That perfect. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Again, this is Tracy Kirkley with Crylike Realtors. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you need to get a hold of me for any reason, feel free to give me a call at 901-210-8045, or you can email me at tracy@tracykirkley.com. You can also check me out on Facebook. You can Google me. I'm out there all over the place. All right, and again, we had with us today Bill Beeson with Desoto Chimney Service. And Bill, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Tracy, for having me. I
Absolutely, it was
appreciate
great information.
Yes.
And if they wanted to get a hold of you, how would they go about doing that?
You can call my office to set up a scheduled appointment at area code 662-890-9200, or you can check us out on our email
Okay.
Desoto Chimney at Comcast.net.
Okay, Desoto Chimney at Comcast.net. You can email him or you can call him on the office phone, and his wonderful office staff, which is his wife,
Yes.
will answer the phone and take great care of you. So I have been working with Bill and Brenda for a lot of years now, both personally we have, and then also my clients. A lot of my clients use them. Always knows exactly what needs to happen, and that's what I need in a service person. So you obviously can call any chimney sweep, any
Sure.
chimney company that you need to, and that is awesome. But Bill is a great wealth of information, and so if you've got questions for him, even if you're not using him, I bet he would probably answer some questions for you too.
Love to.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for being here, and thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
Thank you.